Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today, we're having a holiday party. I'm continuing on. I don't know what order this will be released, but I like to put out holiday episodes, and I'm really getting back into Friends, so I thought it'd be fun to talk about some of the holiday episodes of Friends. We already recorded the Holiday Armadillo one. Again, I don't know which order this will be released, but that one's coming. I recorded it with Jay and had a lot of fun. This one, I decided to do season 8, The Rumor. Remember the one with Brad Pitt? How could we forget, right? So much fun. I know it's not Christmassy, but it is Thanksgiving, so I thought, you know what? Let's talk about this one because I love this episode. A lot of funny things happen, and I can't wait to discuss it. So let's jump right into season 8, The Rumor. So the episode kicks off with Joey messing with Rachel. He's reading the What to Expect books and keeps telling her wrong facts, and it completely freaks her out, and it's fun to watch. So Phoebe comes over and brings Rachel some of her maternity pants. Remember, she had the triplets in an earlier season. And then we see Monica come over, and she explains that she ran into an old classmate of theirs. They all knew each other from high school. Well, not Phoebe, but the rest of them knew each other from high school. And she invited Will Colbert over. And he's in town of business. He's lost a bunch of weight. He looks good. She said that she used to be his thin friend. Remember, that's an ongoing joke about Monica having lost a bunch of weight. Now we find out that Will also lost a bunch of weight. We find out that Monica's not going to be making a turkey this year because Rachel has an aversion to poultry. Of course, Phoebe is a vegetarian. Chandler hates all Thanksgiving food. I love those old episodes, and I love that they carry that storyline through. But Joey is pissed. He's like, you can't not have turkey on Thanksgiving. And Joey promises he will finish the whole turkey. Okay, so Monica talks to Chandler about there being a little baby at their table next year. He is completely confused. She's talking about Rachel's baby, but she's like, oh, good to know where you're at. We find out that Phoebe comes over and Chandler can't help because he's super into the game. When Monica walks away, Phoebe's like, well, who's playing? He's like, I have no idea. Turns out he pretends to like the game so Monica won't ask him to do stuff. Phoebe wants in on this action and pretends to be really into the game as well. So that way she doesn't have to help because Monica's a pain in the ass that wants all her napkins perfectly folded like swans. I love that Chandler says, hey, Anderson just scored again. And then he says to Phoebe, there is no Anderson. Okay. Then we get Will. Hello, Will. Will comes over. Oh my God. Can I just say, Brad Pitt looks so good here. Holy crap. He knocks on the door. He says he's lost 150 pounds. He's going to be in a Subway commercial. Chandler says it's better for his ego if he doesn't shake Will's hand. Monica talks about how fit he is. Chandler says, I'm watching the game, but I'm not deaf. We find out Will absolutely hated Rachel in school. So let's cut to the chase. We know what's really going on. In real life, of course, I don't remember if he was married. I think he was married to Jennifer Aniston at this point. They were definitely together. And so it's funny that he came on the show and pretends to hate Rachel. So she was horrible to him in high school. He's never gotten over it. That's what we find out here. Okay, so I want to get into the behind the scenes stuff of this episode that I learned while researching. So apparently while we're promoting this episode, NBC made no mention of Brad Pitt. They actually blurred his face out in the television spots and just teased a high profile guest star. So different publications had previously reported that Pitt would appear sometime in the seasons, and the media outlets were predicting it, but they didn't actually show him in the upcoming episodes. I think that's really fun. Entertainment Weekly reported that Brad Pitt would appear on the series in flashback scenes wearing a fat suit, but they didn't actually film those scenes. They only refer to him being overweight in the past. This was the only time that Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston acted together during their marriage. In the uncut DVD version, Monica figures out that Chandler and Phoebe were lying about watching the game. I guess there's more to that scene. But here we kind of see her figure it out when Phoebe refers to what did she call him? The merman. Let's see. This is the second time Joey states that he was a large baby. He says that Monica's 19-pound turkey was like him when he was born. Remember the episode, the one where Ross can't flirt? He said that he weighed like 27 pounds when he was born. At one point when watching the football game, Chandler says to Monica that Anderson scored a touchdown, and then to Phoebe says, there's no Anderson. Well, in reality, the Detroit Lions had a wide receiver named Scotty Anderson during that game, and he caught their last touchdown. So it was kind of a funny wink and nod to that. Brad Pitt's character in the episode is named Will Colbert. Brad Pitt's full name is William Bradley Pitt. Okay, so Rachel ends up coming over, and I think her hair looks so pretty here. I love the shirt. It's very early 2000s. Can I just say one thing? Put on a bra. Put on a bra. Okay, sorry. I just had to say that. It bugs me every time I watch it. I'm like, put on a bra. That shirt needs a bra. Okay. Wow, I don't normally talk about that, but it just bugs me when I watch this episode. Okay. Where are we at? So Phoebe is checking out Will the whole time, but Rachel is saying that Will is giving her a sexy smoldering look, but it's because he couldn't stand her. They hated her in high school. They actually had an I Hate Rachel club that we find out about. There's a funny scene where Will explains that he's a commodities broker, and Ross says, oh, that sounds interesting. He says, no, it's not, but I'm rich and thin. So we see everybody sitting around the table. Joey says he's prepared to eat this whole turkey. Again, we find out it's 19 pounds. He says that's the size he was when he was born. Rachel asked that they keep the turkey on the other side of the table. Will's making these little snide remarks about Rachel, kind of tipping off that he can't stand her. And when she says, ugh, can you keep that down the other end of the table because the smell is really bothering her? He says it's typical. So Will gets upset. He's eating a bunch of yams. He says it's his two greatest enemies, Rachel and complex carbohydrates. We find out about the I Hate Rachel club. Ross tries to convince her, no, it was really an I Love Rachel club because he always loved her. And turns out they did more than just talk bad about Rachel. They ended up making up a rumor. We find out that they told everybody that she had a teeny weeny. And Monica said that she had heard it too. She was afraid it was true and that Rachel would cry and show it to her, so she never discussed it with her. Joey, meanwhile, is still fighting against this turkey. He says that it is his Everest. He doesn't want to be the guy that eats half a power bar and puts the rest back in the fridge, so he needs to go change his pants. We find out more about this teeny weeny thing. Rachel absolutely freaks out about it. She goes to get her yearbook and bring it over to talk about what people wrote. Turns out people were writing things about her teeny weeny in the yearbook. Somebody had stuffed a Tootsie Roll down their pants to be like Rachel. Do you see what I mean about the shirt? Just saying. You can see it right there. Okay. We also find out Rachel had told everybody about Ross kissing Mrs. Altman in the library. Mrs. Altman was a 50-year-old librarian, and he said Anita was gentle and tender. So apparently Rachel saw them going behind the card catalog and told everybody about it. So we go back to reading the yearbook, and they decide they're going to start back the I Hate Rachel club. Phoebe says that she really wants to join because she didn't get to go to normal school, and she really wants to join a club. Plus, I think she really has a thing for Will. Can't blame her there. Can I just say, Brad Pitt looks so good in this episode. I just think he's so good looking. We just watched Bullet Train recently, and I just really enjoyed that movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. Interesting movie to watch. He's still very physical in the movie, and I just always love Fight Club as well. Okay, where are we at? So much going on. They talk about that they have so much important stuff going on, and Ross brings up them bringing a baby together. And Will's like, hold on, you got her pregnant and you're not going to marry her? Dude, and tries to give him a high five. Nobody will high five him, but Phoebe hugs him. Joey comes back in wearing the maternity pants. He calls them his turkey-eating pants. He says that basically the jeans had no give, so he sits down to eat. We see at the end here he has finished the turkey, and here come the meat sweats. So they're all very proud of him for finishing the turkey. He says, just don't press on my stomach. Then there's a funny scene where Monica is cutting up some pie, and he says, save me a sliver, a little bigger. What, are you afraid you're going to run out? Cut me a real piece. So we see him diving in for the pie. Joey never learns. And that's how the episode ends. I love this one. I think it's a lot of fun. I remember really enjoying it back in the day. I loved rewatching it. It was just a lot of funny stuff. I love an episode like this where they're all just together and the one-liners are flying really fast and they're all joking around, and I don't know, it was fun, and it was fun to see Brad Pitt back on the screen again. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this holiday episode. I just kind of wanted to put it out there as a huge thank you for all the love and support you've shown my channel. I really appreciate that. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, and I can't wait to do more episodes like this. If you want to further support the channel, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. Got a lot of recaps going on over there where I deep dive Sex and the City episodes. So check that out and have a wonderful holiday season. I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.